Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Flat Earth Sage. Just wanted to do a quick little video on what I consider meditation and how I meditate. Um, so, basically, the type of meditation that I like to do is what's known as sound meditation. And all that's required with sound meditation is you just sit and just listen to the sounds around you. Whatever sound is the most prevalent, focus mostly on that. Um, and just sit and do nothing more but listen to sound. Um, but while you're listening to sound, you're going to want to control your breathing. And the um, best way I thought to think about it is it's kind of like an automatic transmission and a manual transmission in a car. Um, you might be fully accustomed to using an automatic transmission for most of your life, and then you might be in a situation where, hey, I need to use a manual transmission. Now, I'm sure you probably know that that's probably not going to go so well if the person's never driven manual before. But after a little bit of practice, after a while, they'll be shifting in and out of gears and you know, smoothly and efficiently. And that's kind of how you got to focus on your breathing. You got to think of it more as because it's an automated thing when you breathe. It's not really a conscious thing. But if you sit down and you strictly do nothing more than listen to sound and just nice smooth breaths in and out, um, keep in mind that the breathing should be natural, but it shouldn't be a very fast pace kind of breathing. It shouldn't, it should be nice, smooth, you know, deep breaths. And if you can't exactly do that, then just breathe how you normally breathe. But just focus on your inhales and your exhales. Kind of think of it like I need to breathe manually in order to survive, kind of thing. And when you think of it more as, no, I have to breathe this way for at least for this short period of time, and you keep practicing it, eventually it gets a lot easier to do. Um, and as far as the thoughts go, I know a lot of people when they first try to meditate for the first time, they might have a lot of thoughts, a lot of racing thoughts, and might be like, "Oh, how do I stop myself from thinking? How do I clear my thoughts and stuff?" And the short answer to that is you can't. Um, that's having thoughts is a natural occurrence that happens on a regular basis for people. So you can't. So no, you can't. However, you can slowly start to quiet, you know, the chatter in your mind via meditation. Um, and the best way, if you want to like just calm your mind and quiet some of those thoughts, the best way I thought of it as is imagine an individual in a home. They have a front door and they have a back door. They always keep the front door and the back door open. Um, Now, the thoughts just constantly come through the door and out the door, but they're going to want to come in. They're going to want to, you know, they're going to want to interact with you directly and stuff for extended period of time. And just don't fixate on those thoughts. Just observe them as they are and just allow them to pass through that back door. And eventually, it'll just be a matter of you acknowledging the thoughts and just watching them leave. Um, and I believe if you apply that practice, um, it greatly helps a lot. I think, at least it does for me. I can't speak for everybody else, of course, but I can speak for myself. Um, and there's an old Buddhist expression that says some something along the lines of, if I was to paraphrase, um, acknowledge the thoughts but serve them no tea. So just acknowledge them but don't fixate on them, and allow them to pass. And if you sit and you focus on sound, and you view your breaths as manual breaths that you have to consciously and achieve through inhale and exhale. Plus, on top of the suggestion I use to quiet the chatter, if you apply all those principles into your meditation and do it for maybe 10, 20 minutes a day, at least to start out, I think it'll greatly affect not only your mental aspects of your life, but your spiritual and your physical. Because, when issues arise in the mental and physical, a lot of times they can, if they're not dealt with immediately, they can manifest into the physical. But also, if you cultivate good things from the mental and physical aspects, it can cultivate good things into you physically. Think about somebody who has problems with anger. I know I've had problems with anger. Usually those individuals have higher blood pressure. Now, if you practice the art of meditation and you cultivate those good things from your mental and from your mental and spiritual side, well, before you know it, you could actually start having having better blood pressure. Maybe it will reduce your risk of heart disease and hypertension and all that stuff. So there is benefits, or there is benefits to cultivating things from the mental and spiritual. So that's where I think meditation comes into play, because you can use meditation as that tool to help, reap the rewards of not only your physical, but your mental and spiritual as well. And yeah, I think if you practice it long enough and in time, you'll start to reap the benefits of it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Anyways, guys, peace.